You can get that dream home with the super low rates or refinance the one you're in. Right, Dustin?
Steve, yes, the real estate market is literally on fire right now and shows no signs of slowing down anytime soon. Take advantage now by getting a pledge pre-approval letter from Nova Home Loans, which is good as a cash offer. And if you have a mortgage already, let's get it tuned up now while rates are still extremely low. Just call me today at 577-2600.
So if you need a loan, pick up the phone and call 577-2600. That's in the heart with Nova Home Loans.
NMLS 25011, branch NMLS 777362.
We don't mess around when it comes to food. It's the Fat Pack on Cofield and Company, brought to you by Nova Home Loans.
You see a pair of laughing eyes, and suddenly you're sighing sighs. You're thinking nothing's wrong.
All right, time for the Fat Pack, a little food talk. Maybe just talk about fat asses. We'll start out before we even get to the food stuff. Kevin Love used to be a fat ass. He's not anymore. I'm a little uneasy on the stir with Kevin Love because we've talked before about his mental health issues. So I never, once we find out about something like that, I don't like to freaking slam someone. But he's been slammed, and now we got a follow-up to what happened the other day. First of all, set people up. What happened the other day?
He was frustrated after giving up a basket, or his team gave up a basket, not necessarily him. And he just kind of dropped the ball into play. So instead of inbounding the pass to somebody, he just frustratingly dropped the ball out in the court and gave up some points. Not ideal. It was a very weird scenario where he just kind of walked over to the sideline. And he's like, take the ball, go ahead and score. It's odd. And I was waiting to see the explanation of what happened, or did he think there was a timeout, or what did he think had happened? And it was just happens. I was frustrated, kept playing defense, but it happens. No, it doesn't.
He talked about it, said he screwed up.
The reality of it is I f***ed up. Everybody knows that. I'm going to speak. It's almost going to be like a therapy session for me right now because I'm going to lay a lot out there. I love this team first and foremost. I know that I f***ed up. I apologize for that. I don't go out there intending to upset anybody. To embarrass myself, to embarrass the organization, because I feel like I'm a part of something bigger than myself here.
Okay, that's a good start. I didn't need an apology. Frankly, I said yesterday, it's a move I would make in a basketball game. Just be like, screw it.
Give it to the other team.
Yep.
Well, this was number two, though, because I think the first one just went over wait, what? He's just yeah, it happens.
The intention of the play, I've been thinking a lot over the past year. Intent versus impact, right? My intent wasn't to disrespect the game. My intent wasn't even for the damn ball to go in bounds. It was a moment that I got caught up in. I didn't even understand what really happened as the possession even played out.
Okay. And now that he's seen it, he's like, oh, boy, that was kind of a big deal.
What was that?
My idea was I was going to go grab the ball and pass it right back into DG, but that obviously wasn't the case. But I didn't realize how bad it looked really until after the game. I truly didn't. And then after that, I just completely shut down because I never want that to be who I am. I don't want that. I don't want to have to be here and defend my character.
Okay. So we're going to let it rest, or is he saddled with this forever?
I think it's one of those plays that we're going to look back on forever and be like, what was that? And it'll be kind of brought up and be silly. It kind of reminds me of the J.R. Smith of where are you going? What are you doing? It was one of those kind of moments. We just never forget it, but it's not, I don't think it's going to be his legacy or anything like that, but it's going to be one of those moments in history. If anybody ever does it again, you pull the Kevin Love. You're going to have to live with that.
Yeah. All right, so that's not exactly what we do on the Fat Pack, but we will talk about rotund people every once in a while.
Sure.
Every day we talk about food. So, yeah, we got the Fat Pack now on a daily basis. We have quite the crew that can cook. We really can't. I try, but I'm on the
Thank you.
I'm on the lower rung. You can't. We have guys who are really into presentation, and we have competitive dudes, right? So Michael Felder hasn't been on in a while. We're going to try to get him on tomorrow, our college football insider. And Mike's a nut, man. He loves to cook. Like I saw over the weekend, he was making something, and he showed like a tray of rolls, and I was like so flabbergasted. I'm like, "You're baking?" And he's like, "Yep, do it all the time." So today he pops up his tweet. He goes, "Just 3 pizza pies today." All right, making pizza at home. Kiddo has the shapes for pep and salami. Wife is getting pepperoni and sausage, Detroit style. And I'm going to treat myself to a nice supersod and jalapeno with hot honey and red flake. I mean, what is happening? This is incredible.
It's a bit much. First of all, I do want to go.
Do I have to now buy a pizza oven? And just so you know, I already made the offer to Von Tobel, because Von Tobel and McKinnell already had like a slow cooker weekend showdown without really setting it up. And McKinnell just is stuck on this. Well, first of all, JVT accused McKinnell of using chicken that he got from Costco in a chicken dish. And then McKinnell's comeback was, I see you're using bagged cheese for your pork dish on Saturday. So I pointed to both of them. I'm like, do we want to have a pizza cook-off? Because this is the standard.
Well, it sounds like they were actually like making like the sausage and the pepperoni. Like they were cutting it themselves, which is a little excessive. Yeah, you don't need a pizza oven. I would want to get one, not even for the oven. I just like those really long, like the things you serve that you pull it out of the oven on.
Yeah,
like the long wooden spatula.
I get it. Yeah, the giant one. Yeah,
yeah, I like that.
Now, I was watching a guy at one of the. There's a bunch of different pizza places. They'll you get the ingredients and they make the pizza for you. I was watching this kid like work the super long spatula, but he was like. He's going in because you got to spin
Sounds
it.
Creepy.
You got to spin it, right? And he's going in there and he's just like the spin. I'm like, man, that's a real skill.
Oh yeah, for sure. I would like to learn that part of it, but no, I'm not getting a pizza oven. But going back to when you said the presentation of the food,
yep, I know.
If you're taking time to make it look good, it's probably not good.
We've had this argument before, and you've been shot down. Every person on the show who cooks feels it's important.
It's not.
It is.
Angel agrees.
You can't just throw. I mean, I'm not. I'm an animal, so I don't. It doesn't matter that much to me presentation, but
why would it matter any?
It's part of the deal, man. You want it to look appetizing.
Food, you don't look at it.
Well, you play that theme. We're playing more of the restaurant theme, and people are into. That's what social media does. You put it up there. It's the look of the food too. If you put up some, not personally, but if you put up some barbecue. And it looks dry as hell, people go freaking crazy.
I threw up my steak.
Your steak was great. I mean, you and Gramala, your steak is, and Gramala's doing it on purpose. He's eating crap on purpose.
I think it's probably
I think
good.
He's making 2 steaks. He's making one that's good, and he's making one for the web. And the one for the web goes right to a dog.
I would say for the most part, when something, and I'll even say this at restaurants, when you go to restaurants that take so much time to really, really present something on a plate, you're like, put the food on the plate. Let's go.
JVT has now jumped on our live video. By the way, we are live right now. We're rolling live up on Facebook, up on Twitter. He's got McKinnell, and then because he can't put emojis in, he's just got clown face.
He's really fired up about this, as he should be.
It's